There is a lot more of Giudice that is going to be shown to Bravo viewers. When she was a young girl, viewers witnessed her for the first time. One of the initial stars of The Real Housewives of New Jersey was her mother, Teresa, who began the show in its early days. Gia, who is now in her 20s, is frequently ridiculed by trolls on social media. A recent incident of bullying occurred on TikTok. Watch her incredible reaction. A Real Housewives of New Jersey kid has been featured on a new Bravo show. It is possible that season 14 of the show was the final season of the show. After a tumultuous season finale, the show was placed on hold for the time being. There are stories that contradict each other on whether Teresa Giudice was fired or whether she was one of the three ladies who, according to the rumors, was requested to return. Over the course of the most recent few seasons, Teresa's eldest daughter, Gia, represented a forceful presence. Whenever there was a disagreement amongst the cast members, she vehemently protected her mother. On the other hand, there were viewers who felt that Gia's manner of communication with the elderly people on the show was inappropriate. Others have been pleading with Gia to become a full-time cast member on Real Housewives of New Jersey. This summer, viewers of Bravo will continue to see a great deal more of Gia. The new reality show on the network is called Next Gen NYC, and she is a member of the cast. Not only does the episode star Gia, but it also includes a few other children of the Real Housewives franchise. Guests on the episode include Ariana Bierman and Riley Burruss, both of whom are from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It also includes Brooks Marks, who is a member of the cast of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Among the remaining members of the cast are Ava Dash, Amira Despain, Shai Fruchter, Georgia McCann, Hudson McElroy, and Charlie Zakor. The younger generation is the focus of the show, which follows them as they attempt to establish themselves as people who are more than just the product of nepotism in New York City. Due to the fact that she has been in the public eye since she was 8 years old, Giudice is accustomed to being harassed on the internet. On the other hand, everyone faces a point of no return. It was reported in the media that her mother is behind on a significant amount of money in back taxes. Giudice addressed the usual remarks that she receives from trolls in a video that she posted on TikTok about the things that give her worry. The fact that her parents are convicted felons, the fact that she has fillers, and the fact that she skipped law school in order to become a social media influencer are all factors that are frequently brought up by those who are opposed to her. A video that Giudice posted on TikTok in which she addressed the numerous comments that she receives was her response to the troll. When asked about the comment about the felon, Gia responded that it was more than 10 years ago. Also, she denied that she had received any filler. Her clapbacks are slammed by fans. Giudice's attempt to retaliate against those who have been critical of her did not proceed as she had planned. On the contrary, it served to stoke the fires even further. Take a look at some of the comments that people have made regarding the TikTok. It's time for her to get a real job. It is imperative that this child take a seat. One further instance of tax fraud is being perpetrated by her mother. Disorganized and parched, just like her mother, who was a prisoner. In spite of the fact that her show has not even been shown yet, she is already getting into the thick of things with her followers. May she be prepared, I pray. To quote you, "You clown, being a felon is for life." She most certainly works with filler. Are you of the opinion that the trolls ought to get rid of Giudice? Giudice has grown up in front of television cameras, public scrutiny, and online speculation. As the eldest daughter of Teresa Giudice from the Real Housewives of New Jersey, she has faced more criticism and invasive comments than most young adults her age could even imagine. Yet for years, Gia has balanced school, family, work, and the pressures of reality TV fame with a composure that often surprises the very people who underestimate her. This week, that strength showed again when she became the target of hurtful bullying on TikTok. and delivered a response that not only shut down the negativity but reminded everyone exactly who she is. The incident began when a TikTok user stitched one of Gia's recent videos, mockingly imitating her expressions and voice. The intention was clear: to belittle her. The clip was quickly shared and spread across the platform, attracting both critics who found it amusing and supporters who immediately called it out as unnecessary harassment. At first glance, it seemed like just another mean-spirited TikTok trend, but for Gia, it touched on something deeper: the long history of people dissecting her family's every move. Growing up in the public eye comes with a unique kind of vulnerability. Gia has faced judgment since she was a child, from her parents' legal challenges to her own personal milestones. Through it all, she has learned the importance of resilience and self-awareness. That is exactly why her reaction to the bullying resonated so strongly. Instead of getting angry or escalating the situation, Gia responded with clarity and confidence. She addressed the video in a calm, measured way, reminding viewers that she was not bothered by petty internet drama. What stood out wasn't simply that she clapped back, but how she did it, with maturity, self-respect, and a clear understanding of her own worth. Her message wasn't designed to embarrass anyone or fuel a fight. Instead, she called out the behavior for what it was, pointed out how unnecessary negativity can be, and affirmed that she would never let random online hate define her. Fans praised the way she handled the situation, noting that her response reflected a young woman who has not only grown up, but learned how to navigate the digital age without letting it consume her. What impressed many was how she reframed the narrative. Rather than playing the victim, she used the moment to speak out about online harassment, a topic that has become increasingly relevant for young influencers and celebrities who deal with constant judgment. Gia also emphasized the importance of focusing on positivity and personal growth. She mentioned that she understands not everyone will like her or relate to her lifestyle, but cruelty simply for entertainment serves no purpose. It was a strong reminder that behind every viral clip is a real person, a point that is too often forgotten when social media rewards quick jokes and sarcasm. Her reaction also highlighted a shift in how the younger generation of public figures addresses controversy. Instead of burying their emotions or lashing out impulsively, many are choosing to respond with dignity and intention. Gia's decision to speak up, rather than ignore the bullying, demonstrates an awareness of her platform. She knows her words matter not just to fans, but to younger viewers who may be dealing with similar situations in their own lives. Part of what made Gia's response so compelling is that she grew up watching her mother get attacked, praised, doubted, and defended in equal measure. Over the years, Giudice has taught her daughters the importance of standing strong in the face of criticism. Gia has often acted as the steady, mature voice in the family, stepping in to remind her mother and sisters of the bigger picture. Now, as a young woman in her 20s, she is proving that the lessons she learned were not lost on her. This situation also sparked a broader conversation among fans about the culture of TikTok commentary. While playful jokes and lighthearted teasing are common, the line between humor and cruelty sometimes disappears. Many pointed out that Gia's treatment was a reminder of how quickly social media can turn toxic, especially toward women in the spotlight. Her response serves as a model for how to reclaim power in a space designed to amplify public judgment. After addressing the negativity, Gia didn't dwell on it. She continued to post updates about her life, work, and plans, showing that she remains focused on her goals. Her supporters admired her ability to move forward gracefully, acknowledging that the best way to silence bullies is to keep thriving. The viral attention around the incident eventually shifted from the mocking video to the empowering message she delivered. Gia's choice to defend herself without demeaning others reflects her character. She could have easily retaliated with sarcasm or anger, but instead relied on maturity and self-respect. Her words highlighted that pressures and criticism are inevitable, but how one responds is what truly defines them. In many ways, this incident became more than just a TikTok drama. It illustrated the resilience of a young woman who refuses to be reduced to a punchline. Giudice's story resonated because everyone, whether famous or not, has faced moments of unfair judgment. Seeing her rise above the hate with confidence serves as a reminder that strength is not loud or aggressive. Sometimes it is quiet, steady, and unwavering. Giudice's epic response reminded the world that she is no longer the little girl viewers met on reality television. She is a thoughtful, grounded young woman who understands herself and her path. The bullying video may have sparked the conversation, but it was her reaction that left the lasting impression. Her message: to be confident in who you are, speak up when necessary, and never allow cruelty to define your value, is one that will stick with fans long after the trending clip disappears. In the end, Giudice turned a moment meant to belittle her into a testament of self-assurance. Her response wasn't just a clapback, it was a statement of strength, maturity, and personal growth. And in a world where online comments can be harsher than real-life confrontations, her ability to remain centered is nothing short of admirable.